Okay, hello everyone. Today we're going to talk about the four main word classes. The first one we're going to talk about are nouns. The first ones we're going to talk about are nouns. Nouns are naming words. So everything in the world, we give a name to it, we attach a name to it, and the type of word that we use to do that are nouns. Some examples are table, city, and love. Now, a table has a physical existence in the world. You can touch it, you can feel it, you can see it. And the same with a city. But love is slightly different. Love is what we call an abstract noun. It doesn't have a physical existence in the world. You can't see it, you can't pick it up. But it's still a thing. It's still a thing that we give a name to. It's still something that exists in the world. An example of a sentence with a noun in is, I went to the city. So obviously city being the noun there. Then we're going to move on to adjectives. Adjectives are a type of describing words. There are two types of describing words, and adjectives are the first ones we'll think about because they describe naming words. So adjectives describe nouns. So if you have something like a table or a city or love, you can describe the way, in any way you want, those words. Some examples of adjectives are beautiful, red, and quick. So obviously these are describing words. So if you're doing a piece of descriptive writing or a piece of creative writing, adjectives are your friends because they're the sort of words that you use to make your writing really descriptive and really interesting and really jazzy. And we've got a sentence here, the city was busy. So the adjective there is busy. We've coloured that in red. But you could say the beautiful city, or the blustery city, or the dark city. Okay, we're going to move on to verbs now. Verbs are doing words, so they are actions, things that you do. So some examples of verbs are run, swim, and love. If you'll notice, we've got love as a verb, and we also had it as a noun. So there is some crossover between these word classes, and it all depends on how you're using the word. So I could say love is the best thing in the world, and it would be a noun. But if I said I love playing football, it would be a verb, because I'd be using the word love as an action, something that I do. So we've got an example of a verb here in green. The boy was running. Running is the doing word, it's the action. So if you include lots of verbs in your writing, it's going to make it very action orientated. It's going to seem really busy, and you can use it to add pace to your writing. So adverbs are another type of describing word, and we use the adverbs to describe verbs. They describe the doing words. So we've got quickly and dangerously as the examples of adverbs there. And like with the love example, you've got the word quick as an adjective, and then quickly as an adverb. So if you were to use the word quick, you could say the boy was quick, and you'd be describing a noun. The word boy is a noun in that sense. So that would make quick in that instance an adjective. However, here is the example. If I was to say the boy was running quickly, in this sense, the word would be an adverb, because we're describing how the verb is being done, how the action is being done. We're describing the action. Okay, so they're the four main word classes. You've got nouns and verbs, which are naming words and doing words. The way I often remember them is by looking that the word noun starts with N, so that must be the naming word. And then I always think, well, verb must be a doing word, because the two types of describing words start with this AD. So that's how you add information. That's what I always think to myself. So adjectives, they describe the nouns. They're the describing words for nouns, and adverbs are the describing words for verbs. And you can remember that because it's got the word verb in it. Hope this has been helpful. Thank you.